Hello, friends. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thank you so much for coming by today. Thanks for being here in this virtual circle that I've grown to really love. I love these virtual spaces. It allows me to connect with people all over the planet. And I think it's a beautiful thing. We are taking a pause from most of our virtual offerings at this moment because I'm in process of completing up all my requirements for the yoga therapy certification. So I've had to create some space for that. But please visit zenfulconversations.com and get on my mailing list because we've got some great virtual offerings that'll be coming up in the future. And I hope to be done with this certification soon. Sooner the better. But welcome by. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing time and space together, having this amazing conversation about being present for our own lives. And I just think it's very neat that you stopped by and that we are having a conversation about this with ourselves. The Book of Awakening by Mark NEPO are the messages we're receiving this year. The Book of Awakening from Mark NEPO, New York Times bestselling book, described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And the message we're offered today this is day number 2033. Yes, every day. Today is day number 2033. We are in year 6. We're committed to our well-being and strengthening our relationship with ourselves. How about that? Thanks again for being here. The message we're offered today, this day number 2033, is titled, Teachers Are Everywhere. Teachers are everywhere. Indeed. Got those 2 dogs here. It's hard for me to get a comfortable spot. There we go. Teachers are everywhere. Teachers arise from somewhere within me that is beyond me. The way the dark soil that is not the root holds the root and feeds the flower. So often we think of ourselves as freestanding and in charge because we have the simple blessing of being able to go where we want. But we are as rooted as shrubs and trees and flowers in an unseeable soil that is everywhere. It's just that our roots move. Certainly, we make our own decisions, dozens of them every day, but we are nourished in those decisions by the very ground we walk, by the quiet teachers we encounter everywhere. Yet in our pride and confusion, in our self-centeredness and fear, we often miss the teachers and feel burdened and alone. Oh, wow. Let's make sure we catch that nugget. Woo! Certainly, we make our own decisions. We make lots and lots of them all the time, every day. But we are nourished in those decisions by the very ground we walk, by the quiet teachers we encounter everywhere. Yet, in our pride and confusion, in our self-centeredness and fear, we often miss the teachers and feel burdened and alone. Powerful. In trying to hear those quiet teachers, I am reminded of the great poet Stanley Kunitz, who, as a young man struggling darkly with how to proceed with his life, he heard geese cross a night sky, and somehow he knew what he had to do. Or how a man I know was slowly extinguishing himself, sorely depressed, when finally, exhausted of his endless considerations, he heard small birds in the snow in unexpected song. He realized he was a musician who needed to find and learn the instrument he was supposed to play. This is a good message today. He realized he was a musician who needed to find and learn the instrument he was supposed to play. From the logic of being freestanding and in charge, experiences of this sort seem crazy and untrustworthy. But the soil of life in which we grow speaks a different language than what we are taught in school. In actuality, truth and love and the spirit of eternity are rarely foreseeable, and clarity of being seldom comes through words. In my brief time on earth, I have felt the light of ageless spirit fill me unexpectedly when I thought I would die. And as water pumps its way up a slim root, making that plant leaf out toward the light, I have found myself, against all fear and will, flushed with possibility in the direction of dreams I had hardly imagined. Whether through birds in snow or geese honking in the dark, or through the brilliant wet leaf that hits your face the moment you are questioning your worth, the quiet teachers are everywhere. When we think we are in charge, Their lessons dissolve as accidents or coincidence. But when brave enough to listen, the glass that breaks across the room is offering us direction that can only be heard in the roots of how we feel and how we think. Holy smokes. This is what we're talking about. That the roots of how we feel and how we think, this is our vibration. It determines what frequency. This is everything. Teachers are everything. I've heard when you are ready, the teacher appears. So it's constantly changing. It's always. It's up to us to be willing to receive. How do we go around thinking that we know it all? We don't know. Wow. The meditative exercise we are offered today asks us to breathe softly and evenly and accept that there is no way to prepare for unexpected teachings other than to keep your heart and mind quiet and receptive. That's the best way to receive this teaching. Again, it's the frequency we're on. That unexpected teaching is sometimes they're loud and harsh and not soft and kind. And it comes in, and depending on us and how we receive that is going to affect everything else that goes from there. So this is such an important message today. Wow. Accept that there's no way to prepare for unexpected teachings other than to keep your heart and your mind quiet and receptive. Breathe deeply and slowly, and knowing that as the body must be stretched to do exercise, the heart and mind must be stretched to stay open to the spirit of life. Breathe fully and steadily, stretching the passageways of your heart and your mind, accepting that you are a flower yet to open. Yeah, baby. Allow ourselves to bloom. Beautiful message. Thank you, Mark NEPO. Thank you to each one of you. Thank you so much for being here. In deep and true gratitude. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Namaste.